Hi Virgo, happy birthday. If today is your birthday, definitely put it in the comment section. I would love to wish you a happy birthday. We do have a full moon in Virgo. Today is September 21st, which I am filming for. So again, happy birthday, Virgo. I'm going to go ahead and pull a quick little energy update for the week of and see what we have for you here. And if any of these messages resonate, let me know. Like I always mention, sometimes these messages resonate later on down the line. Sometimes not right away. I know that happens for me a lot when I listen to the tarot channels and the people that I feel most resonate with me. When something happens or they say something, I'm looking for it, right? And then when I stop looking for it, it appears and it's like, oh, such and such said that. So off the back, what I see here, you have the Four of Swords in reverse, which lets me know that for some of you, looking at all the cards here, healing is up. Okay. Healing is up. Either healing is up or the time of resting is up, or just your energy is back, right? I think for some of you, you've rested for a long time, or you've been going through a healing journey, whether that's physical or emotional, spiritually. I think for some of you, you're like, okay, I feel refreshed. I feel like myself again. And that's amazing, because in the current energy, you have the Page of Pentacles, which lets me know that now you're working on a new idea. Now you're like, I have the pep in my step that I needed. I have all my ducks in a row. I feel rejuvenated. I have my energy again. And now I'm going to work on something. Page of Pentacles can be the news or the idea of something regarding like monetary. This is a messenger of new beginnings in the material world. Some of you could be going back to school, starting a new job, you know, things of that nature, things on this 3D plane, earthly things, you know, material things. And you're looking at it like, whatever this is, Virgo, it's definitely going to release you from a burden, because you have the 10 of Wands in reverse. And that is amazing. Okay. And I do feel that for some of you, you've probably gone through a time when you felt very burdened. You felt like you had low energy. For some of you, I'm seeing like you were just like, no matter how much sleep I get, I never feel rested. And for whatever reason, it could be the new moon in Virgo, or it could be just your season that you're feeling like you have your energy back. You're feeling revitalized. You're feeling like, okay, and you're kind of putting yourself back out there. So I definitely love that for you. And we're going to get some clarifiers and see what else is going on for you this week, you know? So let's see here. Let's get a clarifier for the Four of Swords. Four of Swords. Virgo was resting and now you have energy. So what was that about? Spirit, what was that about? What is Virgo done resting about? Let's see here. Page of Cups in reverse. Okay. So this could have been from an emotional connection, because again, Page of Cups has to do with ideas. It can be, you know, an offer in love. It can even be, you know, just a new beginning, creative idea. In reverse, you have the Four of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse. So you're definitely done. For some of you, you're putting down, or you're turning down some sort of emotional connection, whether it's friendships, romance, wherever. It's like you're done with that. That's what I see. It's like, I don't want nothing to do with that. You know, Page of Cups in reverse, usually it's an offer, like I said, regarding like an emotional beginning. But in reverse, it's kind of like it's like, I'm done with it. For some of you, I definitely see you turning either someone or something away that maybe you've healed from. Maybe it doesn't trigger you no more, right? It's like, I'm done with that. I've healed from that. That no longer serves me. And when I see the Page of Cups in reverse, it's almost like a rejection. Only because the Four of Swords is in reverse. Now, another way this can be is that you may need to heal from a rejection. But I don't see that because I have you letting go of a burden here. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on. And this could have to do with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But we'll see. I got to get the full picture here. Oh my goodness. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah. Like I said, I did throw it out there that maybe you do need to heal, but I don't think you do. You have the Three of Swords in reverse. I think you're over it. I think you're realizing that there are bigger and better things out there for you if you just really focus on that and not put your focus on everything else that doesn't serve you. I love this. Page of Pentacles being clarified by the Three of Swords. It's like you're pushing past whatever hurt you before. You're really healing and you're growing. And it's not even about the healing part. It's about what you do after that, right? And I think you're taking the step to say, okay, what else is out there? You know, been there, done that. What else is new now? And with the, like I said, with the Four of Swords in reverse, with the past energy and what's coming at you with the Ten of Wands in reverse, letting go of a burden. I think this is your time, Virgo. I think you've done the work. You've really done the work to heal. You're pushing past anything that hurt you in the past, whether it's Page of Cups. For some reason, I think it could be a friend group, friendships, it could be family, it could be relationships, but I think you're no longer putting emphasis on that. You're like, I'm done with that. I'm over that. I'm healed from that. Like really, to the point where I'm ready to do something new. I'm ready to go back to school. I'm ready to focus on my work. I'm ready to focus on my life, right? What burden is Virgo putting down here with the Ten of Wands in reverse? Seven of Wands. You're done fighting. You're done trying to prove your position here. With the Seven of Wands, he's very like determined here. You know, Seven of Wands is like if someone says something and you feel like you have to kind of protect. And this can also just mean protecting your energy. But with you putting this burden down, you're putting the Seven of Wands down. This is you basically saying that you're done trying to fight for what you deserve. You're done trying to prove yourself. You're done feeling as if you have to explain. You're just done with all of that. And I love the combination of these cards. I definitely love the Ten of Wands in reverse. I love the Three of Swords in reverse. That's amazing. The only thing that threw me off was the Four of Swords in reverse. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, it just lets me know you're done dealing with situations or people, mostly people, who don't serve you. This can even be, you know, energy vampires. It can just be toxic people. You know, Page of Cups is upright. It's a child. But in reverse, it's a person that is not emotionally intelligent. They don't know how to speak. They're like a brat, you know. Or this can be news of a situation that is just really annoying and you're just over it, you know. Four of Swords, you would sleep on it, you would try to think about it, you know, but with it being in reverse, it's like, no, I'm not dealing with that anymore. And, you know, I think the main energy here, which is perfect because it's in the current energy and it's you, it's earth energy, is the Page of Pentacles. This is upright. This is moving away from immature people, especially emotionally immature people, and really focusing on your pentacle. You know, surrounding this Page of Pentacles is a lot of stuff going on, I see here. And if I have to name one word with this Page of Pentacles, he is just focused and unbothered by everything that's going on. There's burden here, chaos here, heartache here, emotionally unintelligent people here, you know, but he's the only one that's like, I don't care what's going on. Everything around him, he's focused on his pentacle. I love that. I love that. So let's see, let's clarify the energies of these cards. Let me clarify the Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Clarifying the Four of Swords and the Page of Pentacles. Oh, you got the Tower in reverse. Yeah, something major already happened. Some sudden change, some awakening. Yeah, I do feel for some of you, you probably were going through like a dark night of the soul, but the Star is right after that. And you're probably more so than ever in that Star energy, that feeling hope, inspired, serenity, renewal. Then that's probably why the Four of Swords came out of reverse, because you usually, the Four of Swords is usually when you need to heal from something, when you do need to rest, like when you had an operation and you need to rest, you need to recover. But in reverse, it's like, I'm done, I'm up, you know, I feel better. And that's the energy that I'm getting. The Tower in reverse lets me know that you probably just recently went through a sudden change, you know. It's almost like a wake-up call. But, and people are scared of the Tower, but the thing is with the Tower, it has to, if it's not built on strong foundation, it's but so much that can be built on it. You know, if the foundation is weak, it's not gonna get too far. So it needed to come down. And whatever this is, whether it's a friendship, relationship, you know, people around you that you're just seeing with a clear view now, that already happened. And that's probably why you're like over it. You don't need to heal. You're healed from that situation. Clarifying the Page of Pentacles and the Three of Swords in reverse. The Emperor. Yeah, you make your own rules now. You make your own rules. Okay, the Emperor is about structure. It's about stability. You know, the Emperor is the ruler. He's the leader. And I think for some of you, you are taking like real control over your life and leadership and authority over your life now. You're done with the games. You're done with any disappointments with the Three of Swords. You're over it and you're focused on your pentacle. Clarifying the Ten of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there was an equal give and take. There was a lot of maybe situations, could be in the workplace with the Wands energy. But Wands is also about action. You know, I think people were taking advantage of maybe who you are, your passions, how you carry yourself, you know, your drive. And it just wasn't reciprocal, you know. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It's almost like it comes after the Five of Pentacles when you're out in the cold. And you kind of need that helping hand. But in reverse, I think for some of you, you are more of a helping hand to others than they are to you. Okay, Six of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus, and Taurus is about stability. You know, in reverse, it's like this is not stable. You know, whether it's the job or a relationship or family, it's like it's not stable. So I love this for you. This is you taking your power back, and what better time than, you know, that new moon in Virgo. It is your season. For some of you, this is a new year. Literally, because January 1st is a new year, but this is the year you were, you know, this is the time you were born. This is your new year. This is your birth day. This is the day you were born. So it makes sense that in Virgo season, you guys are really kind of tying up any loose ends. You're taking your power back, and you've gone through kind of a dark night of the soul, maybe spiritual awakening, whatever you want to call it. Some sudden changes happen, maybe even with friendships, and you're kind of like, all right, I'm moving from that. That's no longer my burden. I see it for what it is now. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. If any of these messages resonate in any way, shape, or form, please like, comment, and subscribe.